the global economy is now only 7.2% circular. This is a result of rising material extraction, dropping from 9.1% in 2018 to 8.6% in 2020, and now at 7.2% in 2023, leaving more than 90% of materials wasted, lost, or unable for reuse. If we transition to a circular economy soon, we can reduce material extraction and consumption by 1/3 with these 4 actions. Use less, use longer, use again, and make clean. In keeping with key global systems of agri-food, manufactured goods and consumables, mobility and transport, and built environment. If applied on a global scale, we will put the planet back within its safe limits. And while many countries have adopted circular economy, we still need all hands on deck for growth to more greener, sustainable, and regenerative systems.
For years, Trinidad and Tobago has had one of the highest global carbon footprints per capita. Climate change has forced the world to recognize circular economies for planetary preservation, but Trinbagonians are no strangers to this idea.
And of course, the steel pan perfectly embodies the ultimate circular economy instrument, turning the old into the new. At 51, I founded the Alliance of Rural
Communities in Trinidad and Tobago. We are hardcore local as one of the primary ways to reduce transport costs, stimulate the economy, and improve equity. As a young adult, I often think about the part I play
in improving our collective relationships with one another and with the natural world. I founded Made TNT to scale up our positive impact as young adults who are also citizens of the world. Sometimes action is difficult, but we hope to show that people are making a difference, both locally and regionally.
It's much easier to do this in the company of others instead of in isolation.
Together, we can make sure that ideas that already exist
continue to evolve into something new.
My grandfather taught and repaired electronics. He spent his life preserving what still worked. But is there life after for the things or people broken beyond repair? I spend my time breathing new life and beauty into the discarded. Lights on, it is a canvas that once held a gaze. But what beauty exists in the absence of light? From the switchboards, I imagine entire cities and use the capacitors in my mixed media collages to represent steel pan orchestras. LED reflectors reappear as gems on my carnival costumes, and the art is reframed in the case. In a country that made music from discarded oil drums, what beauty is there to be resurrected?
And to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so.
Why are you doing this?
The first life God created were the trees and the plants. Forest. This is how He takes care of all living creatures. You see, everything is connected. When we destroy the forest, we contribute to the destruction of the circle of life. Forests help clean the air and water, reduce climate change, prevent erosion and increase rainfall. They are home to many plants and animals, people and communities. Forests also provide food, resources and medicine. We need to preserve it, because without the forest, there'll be no life.
Earth, the beauty in its natural resources, giving and giving, simply asking for functioning cycles of life. Then there's us, treating the thing that keeps us alive like it's just dirt because we have our fancy groceries, equipment, and processed foods. Why are we distancing ourselves from nature? It seems that all other living organisms understand that we are all one interconnected ecosystem, depending on each other for survival, while we continue to farm, mine, and degrade the earth in unsustainable ways. We need to stop and think. A fundamental shift in humanity's relationship with nature is essential. In the circle of life, there is no earth and us. We are one.
Our circle. In the heart of the Twin Isle, Trinidad and Tobago, nature paints with colors we can only dream of. Architectures that tower over us living beings. The rhythm of life echoes through the trees. Below the surface, another world awaits. These treasures, however, continue to deteriorate, whether naturally or by our own hands. They need our help. Our children deserve to inherit this wonder. We are all part of this circle of life, this tapestry of existence. Together, we can ensure that this beauty endures for generations yet to come. Our circle.
Okay, I'm sorry. I promise I won't do it again.
In a universe filled with trillions of planets, only one is known to have a life in abundance. From the lush green forests on land to the deep unknown of the ocean, life finds a way. Our very existence is a testament to this. Yet, whilst we bask in its glory, we also fail to appreciate and protect it, and use its resources beyond its ability to produce. And now, this very said world that gave us life, we are taking its own. It's time to make a change. Now, more than ever before, we must save our home.
Look, listen, patience, productivity, skill. Fascinating architects. Dependable pollinators. Beauty. Artists, we can excel. If they can survive naturally, so can we.
It's empty. What can I do with the bottle?
With the help of circular economy, that bottle can be something useful again.
What's circular economy?
Don't be shy, circular economy. Get on in here. Circular economy just being a bit circular right now. Isn't that great? Don't you want to be like that guy?
Not really.
Sure you do. Here's why. When companies design their business model around circular economy, they create a product that doesn't end up in the dump. It just keeps on going. Isn't that just wonderful? It's almost like an ecosystem. Wouldn't it be great if businesses and the planet could thrive together? What about us non-business folk? Psh, we can do circular economy too. Instead of putting it in the trash, turn it into cash.
Wow.
Awesome, super hot new item. Circular economy is for everyone. It just takes a little effort. But what's the new economy doing here? Security, get this guy out of here. Circular economy. Turn trash into cash.
What does Connect mean? It's been 14 years of the festival, and Connect is a deep dive into some of the issues that are, facing us right now as we address climate crisis, as we address how we deal with the environment, as we address how we begin to address some of those questions of how we're going to deal with our future in a state of crisis. The festival is also about finding hope. It's also about sharing ideas. It's also about us coming together to do the work that needs to be done so that the future generations don't judge us too harshly for what we did in this moment or what we didn't do in this moment. So Connect is about connecting to communities. It is to present a diverse lineup of thought-provoking presentations, and it is to raise awareness about pressing environmental issues through the power of film. The festival aims to inspire audiences to grapple with their roles in the global ecosystem and take necessary action towards a more sustainable future. So over the next few days, we're going to be having film screenings from documentaries to short films, engaging panel discussions, supporting capacity development for filmmakers, NGOs, and community organizations through workshops. And of course, there's a mobile film competition. So Green Screen has been around since 2011. And I would say in the last few years, we have become, as the society becomes more aware, Green Screens Film Festival has become more central to this conversation. And this festival has been making a significant contribution to environmental and sustainability education and awareness, and through the film and creative sectors. The programs include community film screenings, mobile filmmaking workshops, and our environmental education program, Green Career Talks. We have screened Caribbean environmental films across film festivals in Guyana, Barbados, Toronto, Canada, India, and Malmö, Sweden. So to the people who make this Green Screen Environmental Film Festival possible, we cannot do this without your support. So our thanks go out tonight to our lead sponsor, the National Gas Company, supporting sponsor Republic Bank through its Power to Make a Difference program, festival patron, the NLCB, festival partner, Freetown Collective, and our other festival partner, the Canadian High Commission. So thanks again to all of our sponsors. And of course, we have remarks from the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, this year's lead sponsor. And those remarks will be brought to us by Mr. Miles Lewis, Head of Corporate Social Responsibility at NGC.
For millennia, the need to connect has been the driving force behind some of mankind's greatest inventions and innovations. From bridges and transportation networks to electrical grids and telecommunications and the internet, human beings continue to develop new ways of connecting with each other across communities and country borders. Societies, economies, and ecosystems, indeed all forms of life on the planet, rely on connection for survival. We at NGC play an integral part in connecting the people of Trinidad and Tobago with the energy they need to fuel their daily lives. Similar to our over 1,000 kilometer pipeline network, which traverses all parts of the country, we are all connected as a people. That's why energy conservation, energy efficiency, and environmental preservation are important to all of us. As citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we have a collective responsibility to ensure that the nation's resources are utilized responsibly and the environment is preserved for future generations. During this year's festival, we urge you to stay connected. Invite your friends and families to watch the films and discuss ways that you can deepen your involvement in environmental stewardship. Participate in the workshops and join in the sustainability conversation. Our hope is that over the next few days, each of us will connect with the message of sustainability, that the spark of social and environmental responsibility will be rekindled, and that we would share the message within our individual spheres of influence to create positive and permanent change. On behalf of the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, I wish you an entertaining, thought-provoking, and action-inspiring Green Screen Environmental Film Festival 2024.
Thank you so much again to our lead sponsor, the National Gas Company, and thanks again to Mr. Miles Lewis, who is the head of corporate social responsibility. And it's my pleasure now to introduce our festival director, Kava Bacchus. Kava, welcome. Thanks for doing this work as usual. How are you feeling about 14 years?
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for that introduction, Tilla. Yeah, 14 years is a long trot, but, or I should say, it's been a pleasure to walk that road for the last 14 years. We really have become more of a family, than just a group of people putting on a festival. We try to support one another. We try to promote the ideas, not only through the festival, but in our day-to-day lives about sustainability being the core of who we want to be, certainly in 2024 and beyond. So, yeah, I mean, we can look back over the last 14 years and really see, as you mentioned earlier, how the sustainability thinking has come to the center of, some of the discussions here in Trinidad and Tobago. Climate change is no longer a fringe issue, a fringe question. It's now something that, we have to grapple with. People are talking about this issue of climate change, in the rum shop, on the street, in the supermarket, when they look at the grocery bill. It's not something that's distant anymore. And yeah, I would like to take some credit within the context of the festival for, spreading that message and alarming people enough and making them feel something about these issues enough to pay attention.
Yeah, and certainly we know that the artist plays a very important role in doing that alarming or at least raising the consciousness that needs to be raised. I mean, nobody wants to go and listen to a number of speeches on an issue, which might be a little bit scientific, it might be a little too jargon heavy. And this is, the very shorts film competition has been a serious part of that idea of not just pushing the ideas out into the society, but also getting artists whose primary form of art is film to think about these issues as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the form of film that we explore through the Very Short Shorts mobile film competition, it's a micro short, which might seem, yeah, you just take your phone and you go and shoot out something and you get you get a story, you get a film. But any of these participants will tell you that, 1 minute is a real test to produce, something worthwhile, something good, something where you can get your message across. And I think it's somewhat symbolic of the reality of where we sit right now, in time. We really don't have that much time to convince one another, to convince the stakeholders, the powers that be, whatever, about the fact that, we need to have concerted and focused action now, And sure, yes, the creative sector, is something that is very important to the Trinidad and Tobago spirit. It's very important to me as a filmmaker myself. And I see the power of film. I see how it can, touch people and bring people together and, explain things that it's very difficult to explain with words on a page, or a news clip, or some meme, you know what I mean? Film is real power. So that is what we're trying to put into the hands of these filmmakers, or encourage them to embrace it, I should say. Because together we could really, do something great and make an impact.
Absolutely. So the theme of this year's festival is Connect. What do you want your viewers, your participants, what are you hoping that they connect to over the next few days of the festival?
Well, the theme is connected, simple, but it's complex. What I personally want to see is people to come out and connect with one another. You know what I mean? In the first instance, meet people who are like-minded, meet people who might not be so like-minded, but are interested in maybe one narrow aspect of sustainability or the environmental space, and share your ideas and build relationships and build community and share information and connect in that way. That is really what it's all about for us. It's about that connection, that collaboration, that question of supporting one another and, really showing that, listen, you're not in it alone by yourself. I'm not in it alone by myself. We don't have to, suffer in silence. And for example, the question of climate anxiety, that's something that a lot of people reflect on. And it's something that we decided to include in the festival this year, along with, relevant film content to hold a discussion about climate anxiety. And that's not something that we could do in a virtual space. We felt as though we needed to do it in person so people can look in each other's eyes and connect and say, listen, yeah, I got you, you know what I mean? We got each other, and share your feelings. So that's what it's really about, the people connecting to one another and, of course, the space that we live in, Trinidad and Tobago.
Certainly, the answers are not going to come if we don't ask each other the questions. One person might have a question and the other person might have an answer. And some person might have a piece of the answer and some person might have a piece of the question. But the important thing is about all of us connecting and having this conversation now. Thank you so much, Carver. Keep up the great work. And, I know that running a festival is no small feat. And, I just want to give my full support and commendation to the entire Green Screen Environmental Film Festival team for this this amazing work that you all have been doing for the past 14 years and may it grow past teenagehood and into full-grown adulthood. And, maybe one day we won't need to have an environmental film festival because those questions would have been answered and we would have arrested in some way the climate crisis that we are facing. But, one of the things that is central to this whole question of climate is how we eat and what we eat. And so this next film that we are going to see is a short film called Agri Man Adventures. It's a short film directed by Janan Olkins and is one of a series of short film animations produced locally in Trinidad and Tobago. Agri Man Adventures encourages youth in agriculture, starting with a main character, Agri Man, whose responsibility is it to be our food savior. Guess what? He happens to be a farmer. Check out the film, Agri Man Adventures.
Small islands produce less emissions than larger countries, but are the most susceptible. Government policies, market access, economic and technology are barriers that Caribbean nations are finding challenging to overcome.
Climate change is an immediate threat. Countries everywhere are feeling the effects of warming conditions.
Even in Latin America, countries are affected. We are running out of time to reverse the effects of destructive environmental practices. We must find a way forward now.
We must limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius, or the effect on small island states will be devastating.
The story must be told of an adventure that encourages youth in agriculture, starting with a main character, branded as the world's most powerful food provider. Agri Man, Agri Man, Agri Man, Agri Man, Agri Man, Agri Man.
Whew. It is getting hot in here. Who could that be? Hello?
We've had 13 lightning strikes in the last 10 minutes. There's flash flooding everywhere.
In no time, I'm going to take these plants down to zero. Our state-of-the-art energy converter is charged by negative behavior, converting CO2 emissions into energy that will allow you to control the weather. Climate, your mission is to destroy all the crops. They will have no choice but to come to us. If we control the food supply, we will control the people. As long as everyone continues with their reckless behavior, you will have the power to carry out your destruction order. People are so set in their bad ways. I will be unstoppable.
Agri-boost. We need to help photosynthesis fast.
Take this banana. It is rich in potassium. It will give you energy and help your muscles to recover at rapid speed.
Thank you, Agri-boost. Load up the gear. Hope I didn't forget the hose on.
Flooding in agricultural areas like ours is a huge setback for our food production. We're losing all our crops. Our fences, equipment, and livestock are getting caught in the floodwaters. Come here, little guy, I got you. This tree has been here for over a decade. But with the heavy rains, the soil is getting washed away, so the roots have nothing to hold on to.
We need to clear this path. Now that we've gotten the trunk broken into smaller pieces, we can float the logs down the river and the water will be able to flow.
Down here!
Wait, what's that? Did he just speak?
Come with us. We have something to show you. We live below the surface. Here in the soil, our digging and crawling helps the crops. It's a blow! Everyone, lay flat now!
What was that?
People on the farms have been using these machines to till the soil to plant crops. The heavy rains of late have washed away so much of the topsoil. It is making the effects of the machines even worse. This soil where we've been living is getting less and less nutrients.
We must do something before it is too late.
Let's call Professor Lal. He's a soil scientist and winner of the World Food Prize 2020. He can help us figure out what to do.
Professor Lal, Agri Man here.
Why, hello, Agri Man. How can I help?
There has been these earthworms that have been telling us that their ecosystem is under threat.
Sounds like you are experiencing the effects of climate change, which is a change in the average temperature and rainfall that your place is used to.
How can we make agriculture part of the solution?
I will let you in on a secret. The starting point is healthy soil. Healthy soil means healthy food, which means healthy people. And a healthy plant. I have a soil description for you. Let's start with compost. Compost is a natural fertilizer that is made from rotting plants and food scraps like vegetable and fruit skins.
Okay, rotting food may not sound too tasty. It is full of really good nutrients which plants use to grow the fruits and vegetables that everyone loves.
I've been throwing all these things into the garbage. I could have been helping the earthworms. And it would not have cost me anything extra.
Which leads me to the earthworms. They support soil fertility.
We help to mix up the soil and create air spaces so the plant's roots have room to grow and breathe.
Indeed, if we support earthworms, there will also be less issues of damage to the soil ecosystem.
Whoa, I didn't realize that there's a whole ecosystem in the soil.
Are there things above ground that we can do to help protect life underground?
Excellent question. This leads me to plants. Planting cover crops is an excellent way to reduce erosion and conserve water. The leaves protect the surface.
And their roots grow down by us holding together the soil.
Indeed. Now people are often tempted to overuse agrochemicals to kill weeds and get plants to grow faster, but these chemicals release greenhouse gases and kill everything bad and good.
Wow, I didn't think about it like that.
Last but definitely not least on the list is water. Plants need water to grow, but a lot of water is wasted when you use a hose. Efficient irrigation systems use less water by applying the correct amount directly to the roots.
I can see how this is important, especially when the water supply is low. Thank you, Professor Lal. Team, let's go up. We have work to do.
We've been leaving the surface exposed between harvests, so there's nothing there to protect the soil. Come on, let's get planting. Hey, be careful with those chemicals. They're good creatures living in the soil.
The creatures create nutrients for our plants to grow big and strong. If we support them, it's better for everyone in the long run. Can you use your soil tester to measure the water level and temperature of the ground?
If farmers know what is happening underground, they can make adjustments before plants are too distressed.
My soil tester is picking up extreme heat. Oh no.
Lightning and thunder will be my perfect cover. They will never see me coming through all the rain.
Everyone, underground, now!
Once my system is fully recharged, I can complete my destruction order.
Hey you, stop! What do you think you're doing?
Why have you been destroying all our crops?
Now that's what I call a cliffhanger. Serious things. What's going to happen with Agri Man next in his adventure series? I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so much to Junan Olkins, the director of that short film. And we hope that we see more of Agri Man in the future. So we are at the premiere of our very shorts mobile film competition. We have 12 films for you tonight. And so what is the very shorts mobile film competition about? So the questions are, can you tell a compelling story in under 1 minute? Can you make it about the environment? We are premiering 12 short films from 11 finalists of the Very Shorts Mobile Film Competition 2024. Our Connect theme challenges filmmakers to imagine or describe the many connections that impact the climate or how we respond to a changing environment due to climate change. So climate change is an interconnected challenge that requires not only individual responses, but large system-wide change to be addressed effectively. Whether through our network of friends, workplaces, schools, or other institutions, our connections and collective stories and action will put us on the path to solutions. Filmmakers were invited to explore the idea of climate response and its connections to themes of community, agriculture, food security, food sovereignty, infrastructure, health, and digital technology. The Very Short competition provides an environment to explore these connections and how they can facilitate our survival and prosperity through film, with a focus on the following Sustainable Development Goals: SDG 13, which is climate action, and SDG 17, which is partnership for the goals. So without further ado, I want to dive straight into our finalists of this year's Very Shorts Mobile Film Competition. The first film you'll see is from Jonathan Lemaitre. Jonathan, are you there? Hey,
Yes,
Jonathan.
good night.
Could you introduce your film?
Okay, so my name is Jonathan Lemaitre, and I would like to introduce you to my short film tonight entitled Connect, a film that explores humanity's evolving ways of communication. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. In the beginning, our ancestors illustrated tales of survival amongst ferocious weather conditions. Word of mouth spread wisdom and warnings down the generations. Avians that persist through the degrading air quality carried our hopes and news across great distances. Captivating headlines in our daily papers informed the masses of global events and rapidly changing climates. Television visualized how our actions impacted the environment. Now social media connects billions, disseminating every passing moment of our evolving and devolving world at the speed of light. As we pass these messages on, we learn and adapt together. The same must be done for our environment. Each connection, each message inspires action. How are you contributing to the change?
Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your film. Up next, we have Joseph Brown and Jonette Ann Brown, and they're going to introduce their film to us tonight.
Hi, good night. My name is Joseph Brown. I'm one of the directors for our short film Connect Us. I'm a film student at UWI St. Augustine, and I have this. I'm really glad to be here tonight. And I'm really glad to see the finalists films, and I actually want to put you on to my talent, who's actually my sister, Jonette Brown. She will tell you more about the film.
Hi, everyone. So, in relation to the theme of climate change, our film highlights the effects of the unnecessary exhaustion of harmful gases. In this case, it would be the carbon emissions, to educate everyone and encourage persons to be aware of how their small actions and decisions could make a big change. So, sit back and relax.
Wait, just so we coming back here?
And all the things here, only if you're begging for the things.
What you want to I know, right? All right, now, okay. Yeah.
So they're coming back here. But why you must scream so? All of you going in different cars? Leave it up to me, you ride up bike to wood here. 3 different cars in all that excess carbon trapping heat, causing global warming. They know they just want to see the place hot. And you know what is the result of global warming? Climate change.
But climate change not real though.
You kinda slow what? Watch the increase in wildfires, stronger hurricanes, the damn Arctic melting like ice cream.
Alright.
It starts with you, Janie. Instead 3 man to 3 car, or you could just carpool. Come out now.
Alright.
Thank you so much, Joseph and Jonette Ann, for that. Connect us. Up next, we have Sarah Mirage. Sarah, hi, good evening. Could you introduce your film?
Hi, good night. So, hi, my name is Sarah Mirage, and my film is Connected to the Core, and it reveals how climate change affects every part of life in Trinidad, from the food we eat to the way we lime and celebrate. It's linked in every aspect. So sit back and enjoy. And I hope my message resonates with you.
In Trinidad and Tobago, life thrives in harmony with nature. Our food from sea to soil is nurtured by the climate. But as the climate changes, so do our crops and our catch, our culture, our way of life, all woven into the rhythms of nature. But as the earth warms, as storms grow stronger, and the seas rise, our way of life hangs in the balance. Together we are connected. We must act for the future of our islands. We must act for the future of our world. Climate change touches us all. Let's protect what is ours, connected to the core.
Thank you so much, Sarah Mirage, for your Connected to the Core. Up next, we have Romario Patrice. Hi, good evening, Romario. Could you introduce your film? I think you have to unmute.
Hey everyone, my name is Romario Patrice, and the name of my film is Crossroads. Crossroads is a film that uses visual poetry to highlight the current situation of climate change and its effect on the natural world, and its connection to us, humanity, and all other living things. Hope you guys enjoy.
Beneath the skies, once beautiful Greece, we've etched our mark, a stark disgrace. With each small choice and heedless breath, we sowed the seeds of nature's death. Forests fell to silent cries, while smoke covered once unblemished skies. Oceans rise with temperatures soaring, from wounds inflicted, dreams are torn. The whispers of the ice retract, in warning tones they gently plea. Yet here we stand, in shadows cast, regretful of the path we've once passed. Forgive us, Mother, for our blind haste, for time and tide cannot be replaced. We seek redemption, though we know the cost of change is high and slow.
Thank you, Romario Patrice, for Crossroads. Coming up next, we have Darius Allen. Darius, good evening. Please share your film with us.
Hi, good night. I don't know if you hear me. Hi, good night, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, good night. My film is fresh air. I have a saying, this is all we have, so let's keep it clean. So no matter where you are across the world, let's keep it clean because this is all we have. Enjoy the film, Fresh Air.
And that was Darius Allen, Fresh Air. Coming up next, we have Nix Francois. Nix, please share your film with us.
Hi, good night, everybody. My name is Nix Francois. The name of my film is Indisposable, and it's about how we connect with our trash, our stuff that we supposed to throw away, but sometimes we hold them there for sentimental value. Please take a look. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Neeks Francois, for Indisposable. Coming up next, we have Amber Dornelas. Amber, please join us and tell us about your film.
Hi everyone, my name is Amber Dornelas. I'm a part of a two-person team along with Elise Lalo, and our film is called Me, No, We. And well, there's a lot of fear surrounding climate change, so we wanted to make something funny and positive while also sending a message. So we hope you enjoy, and if you particularly enjoyed our film, hope you feel free to vote for us. Thank you.
Why not start by introducing yourself?
Easy. Hi, my name is Humble Guy, and I'm single-handedly fixing climate change.
Can you tell us more about that?
Oh yeah, I know all about that. Let me just answer this text real quick. We all know the deal about climate change. Excessive greenhouse gases produced by human activities gets trapped in the Earth's atmosphere, essentially creating a planet-sized oven. But me? Psh, I do the 4 R's. I walk instead of always driving. I monitor my AC usage, repair and upcycle my clothes. It's a tough job saving the world alone, but I do it.
You should involve more people. You can't save the world alone.
Psh, you don't think I can? Watch me. I just had this great idea. What if it was we instead of me? The issue is so big now, it can't be changed by just me. We need to sign petitions, join activist groups, involve our communities. System-wide change is needed to see any major improvement. It's not me, it's we. But be more like me. I'm just a humble guy.
And that was Amber's film, Me, No, We. Coming up next, we have Von Lee Smith. Welcome, Von Lee. Please share your film with us.
Hey guys. My name is Von Lee Smith, and I'm here to introduce to you my film titled Nature's Hum, an interactive film. Nature's Hum is an immersive experience, so feel free to participate and watch the magic unfolds in real time as we connect. Your participation will make the experience unforgettable. Thank you and enjoy.
When you're a baby, the first thing you hear is the hum of your mother from inside. When you hum, you recreate that experience. So take a pause, close your eyes, and hum. And while you hum, imagine a small treasure chest. Now open your eyes. Imagine your hum as a light seed that connects you back to your source. By planting it with purpose, you can connect with your personal, collective, and planetary goals. As the Caribbean transitions to a new energy era, we also must shift our mindset and awareness, strengthening the power of climate resilience in our mind by tapping into the spark that ignites passion, creativity, and innovation, by tapping in to nature's hum.
Thank you, Von Lee, for Nature's Hum, an interactive film. Coming up next, we have Daniela Johnson. Daniela, welcome. Please share your film with us.
Good evening. I am Daniela Johnson, and we're going to see a production by 3DB Studios, directed by Antonio Diaz. The film is called One. One showcases how we are all connected to each other, to the environment, to the earth, and one person can impact many people to bring change. Thanks. Do enjoy One, and if you like it, vote for it.
That was one from Daniela Johnson. Coming up next, we have Aisha Jordan. Aisha, please share your film with us.
Hi, my name is Aisha, and my film is The Letter. And The Letter is about a woman dealing with grief by writing letters to her long lost love. But it highlights the effects of climate change due to its connection to the atmosphere. And why I chose to enter the competition is because I love the environment, and this platform offers the opportunity to share stories that bring awareness to the many environmental issues we are faced with, and specific to this year's competition, climate change. So these issues not only affect me as an individual, but it also affects everyone in the world. So if you see my film and you like it, feel free to vote, and I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Dear Johnny, I miss you dearly. Since you've gone, the world has changed so much. I went back to that place we once loved, but it has long eroded. Those footsteps we took in the sand, there's no longer room for that anymore. That garden you loved so much, it is so hot now, nothing really grows. The weather and climate are so different these days, unpredictable like life itself. They say they will find solutions to fix it on land, but they seem to forget that it all connects to the main problem. The air, toxic gases we emit every day into the atmosphere. The world needs to work together to fix this. I hope they get it one day before it's too late. Just like one day I hope we meet again. Until then, stay good. Your love forever.
The Letter. That was The Letter from Aisha Jordan. And to close off our finalists for tonight's very shorts mobile film competition, we have two entries from Devonte Manzano, and they are Where is Home, Part 1 and Part 2. And there you have it, all 11 finalists in this year's Very Short Shorts mobile film competition. And just to remind you, they will be competing for the overall jury award, a cash prize of $12,000, which is sponsored by our lead sponsor, the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago. The Youth Jury Award, cash prize of 5,000 TT dollars. The Youth Jury Award, open to participants between 12 to 25 years, is sponsored by Republic Bank Limited, powered by the Power to Make a Difference program. And of course, the People's Choice Award, a cash prize of $3,000. This coveted People's Choice Award is sponsored by the National Lotteries Control Board, the NLCB. And just to let you know that voting is now open, you can vote on Facebook via the voting link, and we will share that link now on our social media pages. So make sure and vote for your favorite films. I know that you have a lot of choice, and you know there's some really amazing films in the running for this year's Very Short Shorts mobile film competition. Congrats again to all of our filmmakers. And thanks to our filmmakers, thanks to our partners, sponsors, and our community of supporters. Just to remind you of what's happening this week, we have upcoming festival events. We have on Wednesday, the 13th of Queen's Hall, we have the Spirit of Gaia workshop. We also have the Climate Anxiety film screening and interactive panel discussion, short film series, and a feature documentary film screening of the film Uncivilized. On Thursday, November 14th at Queen's Hall, we have the festival award ceremony and a live musical performance by Freetown Collective as they launch their Welcome to Freetown concert to be held in 2025. So I'm wrapping up what has been a very enjoyable evening of watching films and talking about the Green Screen Environmental Film Festival. And so, of course, we want to close by thanking our sponsors and partners again. Our lead sponsor, the National Gas Company Limited, NGC, supporting sponsor, Republic Bank, through its Power to Make a Difference program. Festival patron, the National Lotteries Control Board, the NLCB, and our festival partners, Freetown Collective and the Canadian High Commission. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of this opening of the festival, the Green Screen Environmental Film Festival. We hope that we see you over the next couple of days as we talk, connect, find solutions, and build possibility for a brighter future for all of us. Thank you so much and have a great evening.